Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start the topic that is the expanded form of a four-digit number. In the last class of the chapter, we have discussed about the place value, that what are the place value of a particular number. Then secondly, we have discussed about the thousands place. That means the four. Since we are going to discuss basically about the four-digit numbers, so we have seen the place, because till class you can say 2 we have learned about three-digit number. So now we are going to learn about the four-digit numbers, and for four-digit number you will need the place that is the thousands place. Fine, because three-digit number is till hundreds and thousands place will be the thousands place will be made up of four-digit number. Now I have given a small homework also from the textbook itself, that is from page number 23. Now students, if I recall a little bit about the last class, so we have discussed the thousands place like this, say ones place, then tens place, then hundreds place, and then thousands place. Fine. So here I already discussed about the smallest four-digit number and the greatest four-digit number. Now which are those numbers? Like smallest four-digit number is equal to 1000, and the greatest four-digit number is equal to 9999. So students, it's a very important thing to understand that how to write the smallest number and how to write the greatest number. To make the smallest number, you need to just put 1 and after that the remaining 0. So since we are making four-digit number, so you have to write 4 digits. So the first one will be 1, and after that you have to put all the remaining 0. Since 1 is already taking one place, so after that how many digits we need? We need 3 digits. So that's why we will put 0, 0, 0. When we are writing about the greatest four-digit number, there will be 9999. Now students, to make the greatest number, you have to use the greatest digit. Now which one is the greatest digit? If you see, 9 is the greatest digit. If you say 0 to 9, all these counting digits if you say, so the 9 is the greatest one. So I have to put 4 times 9, and then it will automatically become the greatest four-digit number. So these two things we have learned. Fine. So smallest four-digit number and greatest four-digit number. Smallest four-digit number, how we get? If we add 1 with the greatest three-digit number. Now which one was the greatest three-digit number, student? The greatest three-digit number is 999, because it has 3 digits and all are 9. So it will be the greatest three-digit number. If I add 1 with this, so what I will get? We will get the 1000. That means if I add 1 with the greatest three-digit number, I get the smallest four-digit number. Now here, if I have to do it with the greatest four-digit number, then I will get the smallest five-digit number. Now that is not a part of our discussion, because five-digit number we will learn in the next class, fine, in the class 4. So here, this is a very important thing to understand, that the smallest and the greatest four-digit number. Now how to see the place values also we have discussed. So if I say the place values, students, so suppose if I put some digits here, say like this. So what is this? This is thousands place, this is hundreds place, this is tens, and this is ones. Now here it is 7, it is in the thousands house or thousands place. So it will be how much it is? It is 7,000s. It is 7,000s. Now 7,000, what will be the place value of 7? 7 into 1000, and that will be equal to 7,000. That means the place where it is sitting right now, that is the 1000 place. And what is the digit? That is 7. So to get the place value, what I have to do? I have to multiply 7 with the place. 7 is the digit and place is the 1000. So 7 into 1000, that will give you 7000. Similarly, for what is this? This is 5, and this is how much? 5 hundreds. So if you say 5 hundreds, so how to get the place value of 5 hundreds? You multiply 5 with 100, then you will get how much? You will get 500. So that means the place value of 5 will be 500. Similarly for 3, it is how much? It is 3 tenths. Since it is sitting in the tens place, so the place value of 3 will be 3 tenths. And 3 tenths means 3 into 10. That means 3 times 10, and that will be equal to 30. And finally, what is that? That is 6 ones. 6 ones means 6 into 1, and that will be equal to how much? 6. So students, by this way, we can easily find out the place value of any digit in a 4-digit number. You need to just simply multiply the place with the digit, and you will get the place value. So this is a very important concept, student. Please pause the video and note it down this thing. Okay, because this is very important to understand the place value concept of any digit. Fine. Whatever you will copy, that you have to do in your school copy only. So please students, pause the video and copy it down in the school copy itself right now. Okay. Now we will go ahead with the next topic, students, and that's next topic is see everyone, take out the page number 25 of the textbook, and in the page number 25 you will get the expanded form of 4-digit number. Now what is the expanded form of a 4-digit number? Let us see that. The form in which a number is written as the sum of the place values of its digits is called its expanded form. Now students, if I take a number for example, so please students write down this one, expanded form. Expanded form, if I have to write, suppose I am taking a number, say 2536. This is an example I am taking. So what is the place value? What is the place value of 2 here? If you count the places, ones, tens, 100, 1000. So 2 is sitting in the thousands place. So it will be 2. The place value of 2 will be 2 into 1000. Then we have to put a plus sign. What is the place value of 5? 5 is sitting in the hundreds place. So it will be 5 into 100. That is 500. What is the place value of 3? Because it is sitting in the tens place, so it will be 3 into 10. And finally, if you see this is 6, so it will be 6 into 1. So what is the number we are getting? 2 into 1000 it will be 2000. 5 into 100 it will be 500. 3 into 10 it will be 30. And 6 into 1 it will be 6. So students, what is the last line we got is this one. This is known as the expanded form. This is known as the expanded form of the number 2536. So student, is it easy or not? If you know how to find out the place value of any digit, then definitely it is very easy to write down the expanded form. Because to write down the expanded form, you need only one thing, and that is to know the place value of each digit. And that is why just before this topic I say it's a very important, because if you know place value, you know expanded form indirectly. Clear student? Please note it down also. So just pause the video and copy it down in your school copy right now. Okay. Now this is the place value. This is the expanded form. So that we have completed. So you can see some examples are also given there. In example 1, expanded form of the following number: number A 3746. Then number B 6307. Now students, if suppose 1 0 will come in between, then what will happen? Let us see that. Please write down this. Now suppose I am taking one example where 0 is there. So maybe some of you may get confused what will happen to 0. Say if I write 3502, so that means 3502. What will be the place value of this? What will be the expanded form of this number? 3 is in the thousands place, so it will be obviously 3000. So as I am not showing that multiplication line, you can directly write down the addition, the sum line also. 3 into 1000, that will be 3000. 5 into 100, that will be 500 plus. Now what happens with 0? Students, 0 is sitting in which place? Tens place. So it will be how much? If you say what will be the place value of 0? 0 into 10, as like the other numbers, other digits. But whenever we multiply 0 with any number, what result we get? We always get the result 0 only. That means you multiply 0 with any number, any digit, any number, the answer will be always 0. So if I multiply 0 into 10, since it is in the tens place, then the answer is coming 0 only. So what do we have to put? We have to put 0 here. Nothing else, we have to put the 0. And finally 2 into 1, because 2 in the tens place or ones place, so it will be 2 into 1, and that will be 2 only. So this will be the expanded form of 3502. So students, don't get confused. If 0 is there, if any digit is 0, then you have to put 0 in that place only. Okay. So we have completed the expanded form of a number, of a 4-digit number. Let us now try to read, that is writing number names of 4-digit number. Number names. Number names means, students, if you say that what if I give you a number, a 4-digit number, how you are going to read it? That is called the number name. That means you have to read it. So suppose if I give an example, so we will write now that reading a 4-digit number. So this is now our topic. So how to read it? We have learned how to read a 3-digit number in the previous class. Now we are going to learn how to read a 4-digit number. Say again, I am going to take one example. Say if I take, say, one example. Say this is 7925. So it's a 4-digit number. How I am going to read it? You have to see the places first. Fine. Now students, the first 3 digits you already know how to read it, because already we have learned it in the last year. This is how much? 925. It will be 925. That we have already learned. We have to now add this 7, this extra 4th digit we have to add with the number, with the number name. So how we are going to read it or write it, you can say in words, that is, since 7 is in the thousands place, so his place is different. So I have to put a comma here. After the 3 place, you put a comma, and this will be the thousands place because it's a different house now. He is not in the same house. He is your neighbor, you can say. That this is one house and this is a different house. So he is 7 is neighbor here. So that's why I have to put a comma. That means I am separating them. There is a boundary in between the 2 houses. This house we know as ones period. This house we know as ones period, and this house will be now thousands period. So the name of these 2 houses are also different. The name of these 2 houses are also different. The first 3 digits, they live in the same house, and the name of the house is ones period. Consider it as a house name. And 7 is living in a neighbor house. It's a different house actually. So that is the thousands period. The name of the house is thousand period. Now how I am going to read it is very simple. First you have to start from the left hand side. What is the first digit? 7. Now 7 is in which house? Thousands house. So what I will write is 7 thousands. We will write 7,000. Fine. So the number, the naming of the first house has been done. That is 7,000. The name of 7 is 7,000 because he is living in the thousands house. After that, this is the one house. You can say they are in the ones period. So this already you know how to read it because this is in the hundreds place. So this is 900 and this is 20 because 2 is in the tens place. So it is 20 and 5 is in the ones place. So it will be 5. So it is 925, but that has to be said together. So that means we have to write now 925. So see student, this becomes the name or the number name of the complete number of this 4-digit number. That means 7,925. 1000 house you have to say separately, and then this 3-digit you have to say together. That is 925, and it will be different according to the digits. Fine. So let us take one more example, and then you will be more clear. So students, you can write down this one. Please copy it down. Pause the video and copy it down immediately. Now let us go ahead with the next one. Say suppose one more example I will take. Say now I am taking 6, 5, 3, 2. So how I am going to read it? First of all, you separate the house because they are neighbors, so there should be a boundary, and that boundary is the comma, that is called period also. So this 6 is in the thousands house. So what I will name it first, it will write it as 6000. Fine. And then this house name together, that is 532. So 532. So this will be the number name of any of this 4-digit number. Students, don't get confused. Number names mean when you read the number, you cannot read this number as 6532. That is not appropriate. Fine. If somebody asks you what is the number, you have to say like this, 6532. In that way you have to say. So that is called the number name. Or if I ask you to write in exam, write the number name of this number, so you have to write in this way. In that means indirectly I am asking you to write down the number in words. Fine. So that is called number name. So student, I hope it is clear as of now about this particular number, writing the number names. Okay. Now we will go ahead with some example. It is already given. See in the page number 25, example 2 is given. Write the expanded form and number names of this. So expanded form also they ask you. So that means you have to write down as a sum of the place values. That is the expanded form. And writing the number name is in words you have to write. So they have also written the number name. So some examples are given. Now students, sometimes they may be asked you in this way also. Say there will be a standard form also. Expanded form means to expand. That means I am breaking the place values. Say as I said, find out the place value of each digit and write down them in between, putting a plus sign in between them. That means I am expressing them as a sum of their place value. Standard form will be the opposite one. That means you have to join the number. Say suppose if I give this, now this is about standard form. So what is a standard form, students? Let us see that. Standard form, suppose I am writing this number 7000 plus 500 plus 60 plus 2. So this is an expanded form or not? Yes, of course, because this is as a sum of the place value of all the digits. 7 is in the 1000 place, so that's why 7000. 5 is in the 500 place, that is why 500. 6 in the tens place, so say 60, and 2 is in the ones place, so that is why only 2 itself. So if I have to write it, you can start from the right hand side. What is the ones place? That is 2. What is the tens place? That is 6. What is in the hundreds place? 5, so that is 5. And what is in the thousands place? That is 7, so that is 7. So put the comma and separate them. So you see, when expanded form is given, you can join them. You can make them, you can say smaller. It is expanded means we are expanding. And standard form means suppose we are contracting them. That means we are making them small. Fine, that is done standard form. This is called the standard form of a number. If expanded form is given, you may be asked to write down the standard form. Or sometimes the opposite one will be asked. You will be given the standard form. You need to expand it. Okay, so that is the expanded form of a number. Okay, now students, there are some topic that is in page number 26. It is given I apply. Now in I apply, it is given we can solve a few real life examples using the knowledge of 4-digit number. Now students, it is very important to understand what is the real life example. See, we are learning mathematics. For what reason we are learning mathematics? We are learning maths because we should be able to apply them in our day-to-day life. That is in our practical life. Fine. So how we can use it. Let us see that. So it is given that you can see the picture here. If you please open the page number 26, students. So you can see exactly here what is there. Ram has some money with him as shown. Calculate the amount that Ram has and write it in figure and words. Now here if you say, students, you can see that there is a 2000 rupee note. Then there is a 100 rupee note, there is a 10 rupee note, and there is a 10 rupee, 3 notes are there, and there is a coin also, and that is a 5 rupee coin. So if I have to write this as a figure, that means how to write it as figure. So let us see that. So it is a very good example, students. Sometimes this much money may have with you also, or at home also. Definitely at home you get this type of money, so you can easily find out that okay, that means how much money is this now. How I have to tell that mom, I have this much money, or you can say to your father that father, this money is this much, this is the amount that you have with your pocket right now. So how to say that 2000 rupee, how many note is there? 2000, only one, so that means you will say it is 2000. Plus, how many 100 rupee note is there? Only one, so you write 100. Plus, how many 10 rupee notes are there? You can see, count, there are 3 10 rupee notes. So we can write it as 3 into 10. That means 10 plus 10 plus 10. Instead of repeated addition, we can do multiplication, because multiplication is repeated addition only. 3 into 10. Plus, what is the last one? There is a coin also, and that is a 5 rupee coin. So that is a single coin. So keep it as it is 5. Now students, you have to calculate this. That means this is 2000. This is 100, this is 30, and this is 5. 3 into 10, that is 30 now. Now this is an expanded form or no, student? Now just combine them, or you can say write down the standard form. So what will be the standard form? 5 is in the ones place, 3 is in tens place, 100 is at the ones place, so 1 will come, the digits will come, not the whole number will come, and 2000, that means 2 is in the thousands place. So what is the amount that we got is this one, and this will be the rupees, that means rupees 2135. This is the amount that is actually meant by the figure, or you can say by the picture, that is 2135. So you can read it also. 2 is in the 10,000 place, so it will be 2000, it will be 135 rupees. Fine. So that is an example of you can say use of this 4-digit number in day-to-day life or real life. So students, this part we have done. That means we can say I explored what is there. We will discuss it later, but at least we have completed this expanded form, standard form, how to read a 4-digit number. Fine. Now in the next class we will go ahead with the comparing part. That is how to compare 4-digit number, that we will start. So I will send a very small homework for you, and that please submit it on time. And as I said, I have sent you the message. Thursday we are going to have the chapter test, or from the first chapter, that is chapter 1 for shapes. Okay. So thank you.